first thing that comes to your mind when you think about Mexico City?
The first thing that comes to my mind when I think about Mexico City is the people. Because it feels like in Mexico City, anytime I've played, anytime I've just been around, walked around, had dinner, people are so warm, and the fans here love music like their life depends on it. And that's really, really cool and really special, and is not everywhere. Not everywhere is like that.
If you had to describe with 3 words Mexican audience, how would you describe us?
Passionate. It's like I almost want to do an interpretive dance to describe it. It's like this. Passionate, loud, and like all heart. That was 4 words.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
We're too much to handle.
Yes.
This is the first album, All Born Screaming. This is the first album that you produce all by yourself. What was the thing that you enjoyed the most about this adventure?
What did I enjoy most about the producing All Born Screaming by myself? That's a lot of sitting in a room by yourself, sitting with yourself, which is not always the most comfortable thing to do. So I wouldn't say that personally this was the most like fun record I've ever made, but I think the fun doesn't matter. It was more like important for me to do that personally.
I remember in the video of Flea that you were very excited after Dave Grohl.
Oh yeah.
After Dave Grohl recorded the drums. How do you feel? I think that you transmitted very well your excitement, but how did that feel in that moment?
Having Dave Grohl play on Flea was like, it was like 2 concentric circles around my life. One, cut to being 9 years old and hearing Nevermind for the first time and being like, my head is totally blown open and I knew I wanted to play music. It was like, I have to be a part of whatever that feeling is. And then getting to help induct Nirvana into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was like 1 circle. And then the next circle was getting Dave to play on one of my songs. That was like, whoa, life, like, whoa. And just so exciting to hear him play. My God, like nobody sounds like him.
And it's such a powerful song.
Oh, thank you.
So he could bring that to the drums. Why did you decide to make All Born Screaming in
Spanish? Well, I decided to make All Born Screaming in Spanish for a few reasons. One, I've been lucky enough to come to Mexico and Spain and South America and over the course of many records, and I love the audiences. And I'm blown away by the fact that people are singing along to my songs in what is their 2nd language, maybe their 3rd language, maybe their 4th, And so I thought, maybe they've been coming to me all these years in my first language. Maybe I can meet people halfway in their language. So it's just, in some ways, just a little token of like, thank you. And I love this. I love you. And then the other part for me was very much about like, I want to become fluent in Spanish. And so this was a way for me to kind of jumpstart that process and find out, give the songs a new life. Also, this particular record, I think imagery-wise and subject matter-wise is very sort of, it's about the Sagrada, it's sort of like Catholic imagery in a lot of ways. And I thought, okay, that maybe ties in culturally.
When you were preparing for Todos Nacen Gritando, do you remember phrases that you had a hard time pronouncing?
Yes, so many. I mean, one was definitely I kept mispronouncing calendulas.
It's a
I kept saying
hard word.
calendulas, no, because Alan's like, no, calendula. I'm like, for some reason, that one kept getting me. And then there, and not necessarily just phrases that were sort of tricky. It was going, okay, this is not a literal translation of the lyric. So how do we go, well, what do you mean, and how can you say it in Spanish? And so there were a lot of words and phrases and things that changed, I think, in a more beautiful way, like the end of Hell is Near in the English version is like, you give it all away because the whole world's watching you. And in Spanish, that was just too many syllables. So, it became, regálalo todo por el mundo entero. So, like, that's more generous, I think. Or things like the sweetest fruit is on the limb in the English version, and it's like, la fruta más dulce está por las ramas. Like, it's in the vines. And that's a different sentiment, but I think it's beautiful. It's beautiful in a very different way.
Did you realize how different were English and Spanish when you made this record? Like the length of our words in Spanish.
Yes,
it's tricky for you.
Well, I learned so many things, but one thing I'll say is that I have even more respect for anyone who learns English, because English doesn't make any goddamn sense. Like, it's a polyglot. There's 17 different ways to say one letter, and it does, like, how in the world? Spanish, there are fewer words, but yes, I definitely, my current level of Spanish is speaking about like a 6-year-old who can only talk about things in the present tense. Like no past, no future, just, like a 6-year-old robot. But yeah, there were a lot, it was, it's a beautiful, just such a beautiful language, and very different from English.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite word in Spanish?
Salvaje.
What?
Salvaje.
Do you know what Chilango is?
Chilango is... No.
Try to guess.
Okay, here's my guess. Chilango is like... It sounds like a hybrid of two things.
Not necessarily.
No, damn it.
Try.
Chilango.
You say it very well, though.
Yo no sé.
Chilango is the name of the people here that we call people here in Mexico City.
Oh.
Yeah, we are Chilangos.
Oh.
Yeah. And this place is Radio Chilango, and it's because we are the station of Mexico City and the magazine of Mexico City, and yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, you should use it in your concert.
Okay, I will.
Like, hello Chilangos.
Hola Chilangos.
If you had to describe in a color All Born Screaming, what color would All Born Screaming be?
All Born Screaming is black and white and all the colors in a fire.
And Todos Nacen Gritando is the same color?
It's the same color plus the color of calendulas.
A band or music project that you listened to a lot while you were recording Auburn Screams?
Mostly the specials, dub and ska, second wave dub and ska, King Tubby, like that kind of alive production. That's what I would listen to.
If you had to make the lineup of the festival of your dreams, you can choose bands or artists that are no longer alive.
Oh, geez.
Or they are no longer together. So you can say whatever you want. The lineup of your dreams.
Cocteau Twins. Oh God, there's too many. Okay, I'm just throwing some out. Okay, Cocteau Twins, the specials, the original lineup, Selector. How about Gang of Four? How about Duke Ellington? And then we're gonna have, let's see, Kendrick Lamar, Bomba Estéreo.
That's it. Yeah.
There you go.
It's pretty eclectic.
Okay, yeah.
Gang of Four were the last weekend here in Mexico
Oh,
City.
they were?
Yeah.
Even after Andy Gill?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They were here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we had the chance to see them. So thank you. Thank you, St. Vincent.
Thank you so much. Hola, this is St. Vincent, and this is Radio Chilango.